Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're focusing our attention on a truly vital and honestly such an honorable role within the Christian congregation, and that is the ministerial servant. We're going to break down exactly what this role entails, the deep spiritual foundation that's required, and the precise practical steps a brother takes to actually reach out for it. It's like a roadmap drawn straight from our source text. So let's get right to it.
Section 1. A fine standing. We're going to start off by looking at this beautiful aspirational journey and the incredible reward that comes with this privilege.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13 tells us, "The men who minister in a fine manner are acquiring for themselves a fine standing and great freeness of speech in the faith." And this brilliantly illustrates the positive spiritual outcome of taking on this role. Serving the congregation in a fine manner, well, it's really all about personal growth. It's about acquiring a fine standing before Jehovah, a deeply rooted faith, and this wonderful, confident freeness of speech.
Moving on to defining the role. Let's firmly establish exactly what this title means within the congregation.
A ministerial servant is defined as a baptized brother who is appointed by Holy Spirit to help the elders care for many practical matters in the congregation. Now, what's really fascinating about this definition is how it balances the spiritual with the highly practical. I mean, the appointment itself is entirely spiritual in nature, right? It's guided by Holy Spirit. But the day-to-day focus of the role, that is totally geared toward assisting the elders with those vital, boots-on-the-ground practical matters that keep the congregation functioning smoothly. And definitely note that very first requirement. It is exclusively a role for a baptized brother.
Next up, the spiritual foundation. Let's move to Leo and see how this builds onto the role itself.
Because, you simply cannot effectively handle those practical responsibilities without a rock-solid spiritual base to support you. Before any organizational or practical skills are even considered, ministerial servants are, first and foremost, spiritual men. The priority here is incredibly clear. They love Jehovah, and they live by his righteous standards. It's a foundational, absolutely non-negotiable requirement. A brother just cannot effectively or faithfully handle the practical matters of the congregation if his personal life isn't firmly anchored in Jehovah's righteous standards.
And this really visualizes the dual nature of their love, drawing directly on the principles found in Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 through 39. On side 1, we have the vertical relationship, which is an unwavering love for Jehovah. And then on side 2, we see the horizontal relationship, a really deep love for their Christian brothers and sisters. It's a twofold love. A brother's service must be deeply motivated by genuine, heartfelt affection for the congregation, not just some sense of obligation or duty.
Okay, next section, how to reach out. Now we're setting up the practical roadmap for any baptized brothers who are desiring this privilege.
Our source material lays out a very clear, sequential path right here. Step 1. Study the scriptural qualifications outlined in the Bible, specifically in 1 Timothy chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 and verse 12. You really have to know exactly what Jehovah expects. Step 2. Work hard to meet them. It takes real, consistent effort and personal application to actually align your life with those scriptures. And Step 3. Give careful attention to your motives. So the crucial point is, reaching out isn't just a passive waiting game. It's a very active journey that requires dedicated study, genuinely hard work, and some honest self-reflection.
And that brings us to examining your motives. What are your true motives for reaching out? I really want to let that sink in for a second. Our source text emphasizes that before you step forward, you need to give careful attention to this exact question. As a brother walks this path, examining the why behind his actions is absolutely critical. I mean, are you reaching out of a desire for status or prominence? Or is your heart genuinely rooted in that twofold love we saw earlier, a deep love for Jehovah and a totally self-sacrificing love for your brothers and sisters? It's a provocative question, right? But answering it honestly is perhaps the most important step in successfully acquiring that fine standing in the faith.
Ultimately, reaching out isn't just about gaining a title. It's about asking yourself, how deeply do I want to serve my God and my spiritual family? For more information, please visit jw.org. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon to get the notification for new videos. Thanks.